I know y'all have heard about Tulsa, but what if I told you there was another massacre before that, just as deadly, just as evil, and almost completely forgotten? This is the story of the 1917 East St. Louis Massacre. Back then, East St. Louis was growing. Black families were moving up north from the South, chasing better jobs and a better life during the Great Migration. But not everybody was happy about it. White labor unions were mad that black folks were being hired in industrial jobs, and instead of fighting the companies, they turned their anger toward the black workers. Tensions were boiling, a town meeting was held, and out of that came hate in action. It started with a streetcar. A mob stopped it, dragged black passengers off, and started attacking them. Right there in the street, beatings, lynchings, murders. They were hanging folks from poles. It was open season on black lives. Then the mob moved to the neighborhood. Homes were set on fire, and as families ran for their lives, they were caught and killed, shot, beaten, and burned. Men, women, children, they didn't care. The death toll? The official number says 39 black folks, but witnesses and historians say it was way more, closer to 100. Some say over 200. 9 white men were charged, 9 out of hundreds who took part in the slaughter. But it didn't stop with the bodies. The aftermath was devastating. Black enrollment in East St. Louis schools dropped by 35% that fall. That's how many families were displaced or afraid to send their kids back to school. Over 400,000 in property was destroyed. That's millions in today's money. People lost their homes, their businesses, their sense of safety. The community was shattered. Families fled, churches empty. The life they were building was wiped out in days. This wasn't just a riot. This was racial terror, and yet it barely gets a paragraph in most history books. But the people didn't stay silent. Just weeks later, the NAACP organized a silent protest parade in New York. Thousands of black men, women, and children marched down Fifth Avenue in silence, dressed in white, holding signs that said, "Mr. President, why not make America safe for democracy? Your hands are full of blood." This was one of the first civil rights demonstrations in American history. So, yes, this story hurts, but we have to tell it. We have to say their names and tell what happened, not just to honor their memory, but to protect the truth. Because they keep trying to erase our history, but it's up to us to keep it alive. Remember to like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories that they don't put in your textbooks.